2024 has been incredible. We've seen the greatest number of AI tools that have been released on the market today. And I want to show you my top 5 tools to help you get started with an online business, okay? And these 5 tools will help you generate your first $1,000 online. I know this because I did it with my own business using the same tools, okay? So let's just dive right in. So the first tool is ChatGPT. Now, I've been using ChatGPT for about 2 years. I absolutely love it. I still think despite all the problems of staff leaving, some issues with the founder, Sam Altman and Elon Musk, I still think it's the best language model out there, okay? And I've tested all of them. So the reason I love ChatGPT is that you can build custom GPTs, right? You can build custom GPTs and you can use other people's creations, other people's GPTs, right? So to get started, you want to head over to chatgpt.com/GPTs. And this is basically just a marketplace, right? There's literally thousands of GPTs in here for everything that you can think of. So you've got trending. If you want to look at the trending items, and obviously there's a see more here. If you want to help, if you need help with writing, so if you want, if you're a content creator, if you create blog posts, if you want help with LinkedIn posts, there are GPTs for that. Productivity, research analysis, education. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, there's literally thousands and thousands. I mean, I've spent days inside of here trying to find, GPTs that I can use and I can copy and clone. Okay, so there's so much in here, and you can also create your own GPT. So if I go into my GPTs, you can see here that it says create a GPT, and you can customize a version of GPT for specific purposes. So I've got 3 here. These are for my internal businesses and processes, but you can see here that you can actually create the GPT to do anything you want, right? So think of any process, anything that's manual, laborious, that you hate. Think of all the things, all the processes that you hate doing every single day, right? Well, that could be a possibility for you to optimize and automate, right? Now, the way to build it is you just build it like any prompt. So you just basically talk to the GPT builder here and tell it exactly what you want to be. Now, when it comes to prompt engineering, and I'm really good at it, I've spent a lot of time doing it. My top tip is to make sure that you are very specific, right? Be very specific in your inputs, right? If you want a specific output, be very specific in the input, right? As the saying goes, if you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out, right? And in prompt engineering, that's very much true. The other thing I would suggest as well is you can give it examples. So you can give it examples of what you want in the prompt, but you can also go to the configure tab, right? And you can upload files, right? So for example, let's say you want to write some LinkedIn posts, right? Say for example, and you've got a style that you like. It could be your style. It could be people that you follow. Say Alex Hormozy, I follow him. I like his writing style. You can actually take one of his LinkedIn posts, right? Paste it into a PDF or Word document and then upload it here. And the more examples you give it, the better, right? Because then in the prompt, you just tell it to basically use the attached files as a guide, right? As a template. And it will do that. It will just use that, right? The other thing as well is something that I like to do is you can create an action, right? And so what this does is this allows you to build an open AI schema. So a schema is just JSON. It's just JavaScript programming language, right? But what you can do with that is you can send the outputs to anywhere you want, right? So think of make.com webhooks, right? You can send the payload, the data, you can send it there once the conversation is finished, right? And once it's inside of make.com, you can do anything you want with it, right? You can automate processes, you can do, the sky's the limit in there, right? Because Make has 3,000 plus applications. Okay, so have a look at custom GPTs and have a look at ChatGPT. Now, if you want to build the custom GPTs for yourself, you're going to need a pay plan, which is $20 a month for the basic plan, right? Which is more than enough. That's what I pay for. I think you can use the custom GPTs on the marketplace on the free plan. I believe you can. Although I've never tried it because I've had the pay plan for years. But certainly give that a try. The second app I want to show you is called MindPal. And MindPal is basically, they call it an agent. I don't really think it's an agent. It's more of a process automation or like an ideas generation using AI, right? And there's lots of things you can do in here. So you can do a persona generator expert. You can do you run the GPT-4o agent. You can do a startup advice. So if you want to build a business but you're not really sure what to do, you can come in here, log into MindPower, and then just head over to the left-hand side where you've got agents, click on Startup Advice, and then you just have a conversation with it, right? Now, I think this is on the pay plan, but there are some things inside of here that's on the free plan, okay? You can also do workflows, which is this one here. So you can actually build automations, basic automations inside of MindPower. I don't typically use third-party applications for automations. If you followed me for long enough, you know that I love Make.com. So I do all my automations inside of Make. I centralize it there, and then I integrate all the applications that I need. Okay, but there's a few other things in here. There's note-taking and a few other bits and pieces, Canvas as well. But the main part, the most interesting part is the agents, and then you've got basically all these agents that are pre-built, and you can build your own as well, right? And it's just prompts. It's just AI prompts. Again, just remember the best practices of giving examples and being very specific. But have a look at this. A lot of stuff in here that you can use. The third app I want to show you is called Tella. Okay, so Tella is a video recording / editing AI software. I'm actually using it for this video for the first time. Typically, I always used to use Screen Studio, and Screen Studio is great. Absolutely love it. I've built my channel so far using Screen Studio, and I record all my Twitter videos using Screen Studio. But the biggest limitation with Screen Studio is that it doesn't have any AI, right? It doesn't speed up the process of creating videos and editing videos, and that's what takes the most of my time, right? Like anybody who's a content creator or creates content or creates videos for like SOPs or training manuals, you know that it's not the recording of the content, right? It's not even finding ideas for the content. That's the easy bit. It's actually generating a video and then editing it, right? That's where most of your time is going to be spent, okay? And the longer the video takes to record, the more time it's going to take you to edit if you do it the traditional way, right? Which is why I'm using Tella for this, okay? So this is a video I recorded earlier just to test it. And there's a lot of things you can do in here, right? You can, let me just go into my videos and I'll show you. Let's go into edit. And so this is the editor, okay? So you can trim the video, and this is all done with AI, right? So AI will remove things like pauses, uncomfortable silences where engagement might drop, right? So if any of you that records videos on YouTube, you know that when there's silences, when things aren't really happening, your engagement will drop, okay, significantly. So this AI tool this AI editor can help you do that right now. In terms of silences, it can remove natural silences. You can do faster. It can remove filler words. If you're somebody that says, right, okay, you can remove a lot of these from your videos and make it a bit more polished, okay? You can also record, you can also generate transcripts, and there's also other bits and pieces that you can do, such as you can automate the zooms, or you can add manual zooms, and there's borders and other bits and pieces you can do. You can backdrops and change the colors and stuff. So this video is being recorded on Tella, and let me know how it looks, okay? Let me know how the final version of this is compared to the previous videos. The fourth app I want to show you is called Bricks. So a lot of people want to use spreadsheets, right? A lot of people want to do basic inputs, outputs using spreadsheets. But the biggest problem they have is they don't know like formula. They don't know how to edit. They don't know pivot tables. They don't know any of that, right? Now, I was one of these people, right? Like I loved the idea of using spreadsheets, but for me, I just found it very difficult, right? So Bricks is basically a spreadsheet builder, but it's done through AI, and the AI is done through prompting, right? As every other AI tool that you've ever used, okay? So I put in some kind of fake data in here, and say, for example, you wanted to take this name, right, this string, and then basically separate the full name, the first name from the surname, right? You can actually do that. So you could tell Bricks here to separate the name column with a first name and last name. Okay, let's see if it does that. It's doing the prompts, and there you go. It's done it, okay? What I love about this is that the interface is really easy to use, okay? It's super easy to use, and it's very clean, right? It's really, really clean. There's not much here to click on, okay? And it's very easy for you to build in formula, add scripts. You can do all of that inside of here, okay? So that's Bricks. And the last one is Fathom. Okay, so Fathom is a tool that I use for all my meetings. Okay, and basically Fathom is like a personal assistant. It's like an AI personal assistant. And the way you can set it up is if you go into settings, I'll show you, you can actually integrate it with your Zoom meetings, Google Meet. So sometimes I use Zoom with my client meetings. Okay, sometimes I use Meet. It just really depends on flexibility. Like a lot of my clients don't actually like Zoom, and some of them don't like Google Meet, right? So there's a bit of both here, and so I've covered both sides of the spectrum there, right? I've catered for both of them, and you can also integrate it with Microsoft Teams, although I don't use that. You got automations. If you've got the premium feature, you can integrate it with Zapier, which I don't use. I use Make.com, as you know, and there's a few bits and pieces in here. Okay, you can also integrate it with Slack, Salesforce, which is a CRM, as is HubSpot. Okay, so you can plug in a CRM and basically put that information, the transcription of the meeting, and plug it into your CRM as a lead. Okay, you can put it in your sales pipeline. And the kinds of things that it does is, if I go back into, this is not the account that I use, this is just a dummy account I've signed up for. The main account obviously has got my client data in there. It's all transcribed, so I don't really want to show you that on this call, but it's the same setup, right? Whether you're on the free plan or the pay plan, and there's a lot of things you could do in here, okay? So the most important thing is it will transcribe the entire meeting, which obviously saves you a lot of time, right? Because what you can do with this is you can integrate it with tools like Make.com, with ChatGPT, and you can ask it to take the transcription, right? And give you an action plan, right? Which is something that I do, which is something that I've done in the past, okay? It's something that I've done with Otter.ai and with Fireflies, okay? But Fathom, the reason I use Fathom is because it's free, right? You could do most of it on the free plan. You get credits when you refer, when you do little kind of tasks inside of the program here, and they reward you well, okay? So go use these 5 tools, start your online business. There's no reason why you can't make $1,000 online, because think about it, right? You've got GPTs that can help you with writing, with content, with pretty much anything. You've got MindPower to give you ideas and market research, and you can build automations. You've got Tella to record the video. So if you are pitching for services to a prospective client, you can record an overview of screen, and you can record your screen with automations or whatever it is you're selling, right? You can do a video like this. With Bricks, you can build your business, and a successful business knows its revenue, right? It knows its profit and loss. And so you want to put all that inside of here and keep an eye on all your costs, okay? And lastly, when you do have the meetings with the clients, you want to make sure that you follow up on that, right? So there's nothing better than having AI transcribe the thing, because I don't want to go back and rewatch one of the videos I've been on, right? I want my AI assistant to do it for me, okay? So these are the top 5 tools that I use for my businesses, and they make me thousands of dollars a month, okay? So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, like it, share it, and just tell me what you like, what you don't like, and what you'd like to see on the next video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.